Good morning, my Saturday morning coffee people. How are you? We are getting healthy. Boy, did I go on a tear this week. A tear. That is good. Healthy coffee. Oh, I'm so good, my friends. How are you? How are you? I hope you're doing well. So, winter has finally come to Florida. Well, Florida's version of anyway. It's cold and gray, and it's been gray all week. My hair is in that weird growing out stage. I hate it. I hate this shirt. Not happy today. But it's been gray all week with a few bits of rain here and there, but mostly rain when we sleep. Wednesday, January 15th was our 1-year anniversary that we moved to Florida. Oops. 1-year anniversary that we moved to Florida. Oh yes. And we are so happy. We are so happy here. The weather has been extraordinary. I don't care if about the heat. I hermit out in my fabulous apartment with air conditioning. I have the windows open at least 75% of the time with this wonderful, wonderful breeze, cross breeze. Oh my God. I used to die for that in New York, and you know, it was only like 3 or 4 months that I could have that fabulous breeze. Now I have it 75% of the time, I must say. So good, so good. The nature is fantastic. The nature's been wonderful. Just, I mean, I can't even imagine. Dolphins, sharks, manatees, pelicans, herons, egrets, hingas, cormorants, hawks all the time. I still have my, I still see bluebirds. I still see my little mornies here and there. Tons and tons of crows, as you have seen in my other videos. Mockingbirds, lizards. The lizards are starting to come back. In my other apartment when I was on the first floor, I had named some of my lizards. If you go back to some of my videos, they are stars of my videos. So it is different nature here, but I love it, absolutely love it. I don't know what happened there. My phone stopped, so I hope I didn't miss the first part of this. If I did, I'm gonna have to redo. What's going on with phones? So anyways, I'm lost now. My phone turned off, and now I'm all messed up. Oh, I miss Wegmans, but I do love Publix, and I do like Publix just a tiny, tiny bit more than Wegmans. I don't know. I don't have to drive 20 minutes to Publix like I did for Wegmans. It's right there. It's like a minute away. And I have the sky. I see more of the sky, the moon, the sunrises. I mean, my house was surrounded by trees, which was fine. I needed those trees for those 9 years that I lived there to ground myself. But I couldn't see the sky because I did have a fabulous porch, so that porch roof was there, and I was just surrounded by trees. I did have to ground, and I did. That home was perfect for me. But now I can see the sky, the sunrises, sunsets. I could just see them right from my couch, and sometimes when I'm laying in bed, I can see the sunrise if I don't get out of bed right away. So I love it. I'm everything that I dreamed that I wanted, I really do have here, you know. We walk. The only con is that there's no place for me to really walk in. Just to get out the door and walk down the sidewalk. That we did have at the old house, and it was quiet streets and stuff like that. Although I worried about other dogs. There was a guy that used to walk his dog off leash. Huge. It wasn't a pit bull. It looked like a pit bull, but it was bigger than one because it was huge. Very muscular dog that he walked off leash all the time. It was like, But here, I wish there was, he hates the parking lot. I don't know if it's the rough parking lot. I don't know what it is. It's the surface that he doesn't like. There's really like, the sidewalks are right there, but it's like walking down Niagara Falls Boulevard, which is not really pleasant. So we do drive to a couple of parks, which is fine, which is okay. Or else there's places that I walk him, you know, around here. They're not optimal, but they do serve its purpose. It does serve its poopy purpose. You know what I mean? But I wouldn't have it any other way. I love Florida. I love my home. I love the weather. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. Speaking of, I know you can't see this picture. I tried to get it in. This is a picture of my other two dogs, Jasper Jax and Jeffrey. The first day we bought our house, I bought my house and they're looking out. I'll put it at the end of this video so you can see. I put it in here before. It's my favorite photo. Thank God I saved it from the flood. But yeah, let's have another sip of coffee. How about you? What kind of coffee what kind of coffee are you drinking? I am drinking 4 Sigmatic Adaptogen coffee. So good. Link in the description if you want to find it. I'm not affiliated with them at all. I've been drinking it for years. So good. So remember my no buy 2025? Well, I was allowed to replace things, so I went to Target to replace my bras, some bras, because they have the bras that I like. Well, $163 later. Why is it Target always has these things that you didn't know you needed? But, so that was the no buy 2025 is done. But I am still gonna try to curb my spending, which I did go on a tear later, actually yesterday and the day before. So we're gonna talk about that further on down. But since I was on a roll, I did get Jax a toy because they sell bark box toys where you can, I like the toys where you can hide his TREATs, I can't say it, because he tricked me into taking him outside like 5 times yesterday just so he can get a TREAT when we come back. I like the toys that you can hide those in, so he has to really work for him and stuff like that. So I needed a partner in this crime. So that no buy lasted 14 days. At least my no buy art supply lasted three months, but that was okay. Yeah, so I guess I do have a shopping problem. Oh God. So I am taking my health more seriously, and by that I mean I have been so good at eating healthy. I really have. And my morning yoga. Oh, okay. So after that no buy stopped, so I do my morning yoga stretch. Well, I upped that a little bit. I did find another YouTube channel, and I'm doing yoga and Pilates in the mornings. And with the yoga ball and some small weights and things like that, and those bands, those stretchy bands, those weight bands and things like that, because I'm upping my game, and it's all about age reversal, my friends. I am loving my retirement so much that I need to milk it until my hundreds. So I'm doing that. I watched another movie on Prime called Toast. I love the BBC cooking channel, and I love a lot of the chefs that are on there. One of the chefs that I love is Nigel Slater, and that's what this movie is about. There's a couple other chefs that I absolutely adore on the BBC channel. Of course, Jamie Oliver, but Hemsley and Hemsley, found them on the BBC channel, If you can find the BBC channel, that it's on Roku. They might even have an app. I have 2 of the Hemsley cookbooks. Really good, healthy recipes and stuff like that. I make a lot of their stuff all the time. But the movie is about Nigel Slater. I love Nigel. I love his cooking channel. It's really it's kind of like a Jamie Oliver, but he is adorable. I just love him. And this movie is about him in his younger years, and it's kind of cute. It really is. It's called Toast. It's an interesting movie. I mean, if you want to find something that's, you know, just something good to watch, that doesn't have all the horror or blood or, you know, negative stuff. It's just a cute, really cute. And Helena Bonham Carter, she steals the whole movie. She is adorable. I loved her in The Crown, but I love her in this. You will love her in this movie. She's probably got a cigarette hanging out of her mouth. She is an exceptional actress. So because I'm, because I'm into more healthy stuff and things like that, I've really just been taking care of the things that I eat. Really been good at no sweets and stuff like that. So that is really important. I did, because of Rich Roll, I've been listening to his podcast for years. Because of him, I have bought so many darn books, so many products. I bought this book, the longevity book. This is an excellent book. He also has a podcast and stuff. Listen to this podcast, his podcast on Rich Roll. It is so good. He also wrote a book with, what's his name? It's right on here. Tony Robbins. So this is excellent information. So I think it was the quote in this book. I forgot what I was going to say. But anyways, so I was reading this. I've been reading this book, and I've been doing just tweaking my diet a little bit more. And like with my coffee, I've got a little bit of extra virgin coconut oil in there, which is good for you. But so I'm, just doing it, and that's why I tweaked my exercises a little bit more by using some weights. So I ordered just a 3-pound weight and the 5-pound weight and a Pilates ball and those bands. You see a little pattern here, right? Well, that's not all. And then also, because I also subscribe to the Gaia channel. GAIA, I think it's $16 a month, but I like that channel because it's got all kinds of, lots of yoga, things like that, but the yoga mindset, that kind of spirituality TV shows. Okay, there's also TV shows on there about extraterrestrials, ancient things like that. If you're into that thing, the Ascension, I kind of like listening to those shows more than I don't watch 30-minute comedies and things like that. Not that I believe in some of this stuff, but you know what? These people are very, I don't know what is the word, believable. But there's also good spirituality things in there and stuff like that. And one of the things I've been watching this series by Dave Asprey on biohacking. And he talks about longevity as well, age reversal and things like that. And his biohacking, some of these things and ideas are easy, things that you can do to change your lifestyle. And some of them are really, like, he doesn't believe in a 1 hour, 90-minute workouts. He has a way where you can work out for 15 minutes twice a week. I will try that. I think going up and down those stairs is enough as it is. So, but really, it's a really good series on biohacking, and I could listen to him talk for hours as well. And I think it's about 6, 7, or 8 1 hour, maybe, I don't know if they're an hour chapters or videos. So that's why I like that. There's things like that. There's one, I don't know if it's still out there, where Anand Maitreya, I think I'm saying his name wrong. Anand Maitreya, where he does this series of videos. It's like a story where he takes these people on motorcycles through the Himalayan mountains, which is actually quite impossible. But I was glued to the TV. I watched this a few years ago. It is so good, but it's spiritual also, and it's so it's that kind of TV shows and things like that I love. Movies like that. Movies like Can I Be Frank, where there's these two guys who worked at a vegan coffee house, took this huge, fat, unhealthy man, and they made a deal with him, and I don't know how many months it was. He was only allowed to eat vegan food. He had to work out or do yoga or whatever, and he had to do all these things. And with a certain amount of time, he lost all this weight, changed his life. But that's a good movie, May I Be Frank. You know, those kind of movies, those kind of things, those appeal to me. Those appeal to me. So because of that, I don't know why. So that's what I've been doing this week. It's been pretty nice. I've been doing a lot of art. My whole gouache finally came. So I did an unboxing of that. That video is out there. Did a couple of art videos that I really kind of liked. Those are out there. Go look for those. But what am I going to do next week? Well, more gouache painting, that's for sure. And I did the Ruth Wilshaw. I joined her membership. I just did her gouache boot camp yesterday, just to get the basics of gouache. I've been using gouache for a while, but I'm glad I did the basics. I like the boot camps, the lessons that I always skip. So that was good. So once I do a couple of her boot camps, now we were practicing doing leaves. And then when I'm done with those easy lesson type things to familiarize myself with the Holbein gouache, then she has these fantastic art tutorials. So I can't wait to do those. So another thing, I don't know why, maybe because YouTube knows what I watch. All of these detoxing your home videos have been coming up on my YouTube channel. So there was a couple of women that I watched. I actually follow them now, and they had some really, really great ideas. So next week, I'm detoxing my home. This is why I'm drinking out of the stainless steel cup right now. This is the cup that I use when I take him for drives and to walk at different parks. So I didn't realize this. I got rid of all my coffee mugs. Well, I put them on the very, very, very top shelf. One of my coffee mugs that I didn't even realize, I just bought it. It was the Christmas one with a deer on it and stuff. I had just bought that, but it was already chipped at the lip where you sip the coffee, right at the lip there. And I didn't realize that and I looked, all of my coffee mugs are from China. There could be lead in these coffee mugs, and especially if they're chipped, that lead is leaking into your body. So I ordered a couple more stainless steel coffee mug types, like this, but more like a coffee mug. She talked about the Yeti, but I'm not going to pay that much money for a coffee mug. Although I really liked it, but it wasn't big enough. It was only 14 ounces. I like the 16 ounce ones, but they're whatever. So I did that. Dish soaps, the Cascade, which I absolutely adore, is not good for you. It gets a D. So I'm gonna start doing better dishwashing detergents, clothes washing detergents. I already use 7th generation dish soap, but not the dishwasher soap. So I do certain, cleaning things. I do use Murphy's oil soap, and I have been using Dr. Bonner's. I just have to use it more often and things like that. So I'm detoxing the house. I already have organic cotton sheets for the bed and stuff. So I'm kind of been doing a lot of that, but I've been watching these videos and like the cooking utensils, things like that. I've already been following a lot of the things that they said, which made me really happy. I don't have to get rid of a lot of stuff, but I did not know that about the coffee mugs. And I just need to cook better too. I mean, I've been trying to cook healthier, but sometimes I'm like, you know what, I just wanted Italian sausage. Just wanted an Italian sausage, that's all. So I had it, made it with pasta. But, you know, so David Asprey does say that grass-fed meats are okay. Eggs with the runny yolks are great for you in the morning. Talks about intermittent fasting, which I do. The thing is, my intermittent, I don't really do breakfast because I'm just not hungry in the morning. By the time I finally eat breakfast, it is 10 o'clock, which is good because I gotta stop eating at 6 and stop with anything after 6. Yes, I did get the Daya vegan cheesecake. There's one more, they're really small in the freezer. Once that's gone, I will stop with the sweets. But I'm going to make, I have everything for the sweet potato, bean fudge, and sweet potato black bean brownies. I just don't have the cacao, so I have to go get that. So that's that. So I really am trying. I am trying. So your retro reference. He was all bing, bing, bing all over the place the other day when I was trying to take him out potty. And I said, you know what, Jess? You have ants in your pants. Remember that saying? Ants in your pants. And my grandmother had cooties. You know, the game Cooties. Back in the day, you know, my childhood was in the 60s. So we had those 60s games. They looked like a big ant, and you put the pieces together, kind of like Mr. Potato Head. And she also had ants in your pants. It was this big plastic bucket that was made out of pants, or look like pants, and you put ants in there. How that game was played, I don't know. Remember Barrel of Monkeys? And wasn't there Wait, don't run. This kind of trouble is lots of fun. Pop-o-matic, pop the dice, pop a 2 and you move twice. Trouble. Remember the game Trouble with the bubble? All right, I need to stop. But yeah, so let's see. The simplicity of those games back in the day now. Believe me, I would never ever be able to play a video game. I've tried it too. Back when I was in the IT department, I asked one of the guys, all right, I want to try this stuff because these guys are always playing. And he gave me one of these games to take home, and I just did not know what the frick I was doing. I just can't do video games. I just can't. So, things I Googled this week. I did, so I've been watching, I'm on the season 3 of One Tree Hill, and as you know, Peyton Sawyer is like an artist, so I Googled who did the art in One Tree Hill, and the artist was Helen Ward. She created all those really cool graphics in that, so that was kind of cool. Another thing I Googled, why is my Target brown? Because when I went, because, you know, I Googled Targets near me. I knew there was one that I kind of passed, you know, you can see at the corner of your eye. But as I was walking, the reason why I couldn't find it right away is because it's brown. It's not red anymore. So I had to Google that, and there was a lot of other people that were asking the same thing. And there was really no real answers, but Target is turning brown. I think maybe just for aesthetics, getting better with the times and stuff like that. Oh, my people, tell me about you. How was your week? How was your winter? I know up north you guys are getting lots of snow. It's been cold, and winter is finally here. It is cold. It has been gray. But I can handle it. I can handle it. One of the things I did buy at Target is I bought my Skechers shoes. I know now I don't have to wear just sandals with socks. I have real shoes now, and they're so comfy. That's all I ever really wore back in. I've always worn Skechers all the time. Skechers sandals, Skechers shoes. That's all I really, and they are so comfortable. So I highly recommend. So that's about it. But just tell me more about yourself. Introduce yourself if you're new. I love hearing from you guys. I think it's wonderful that we have our little community, or little coffee community. So I want to leave you with a really good quote by Lin-Manuel Miranda. And I love him. You are perfectly cast in your life. I can't imagine anyone but you in the role. So you go out there, have yourself a wonderful week, and I'll see you next Saturday. Bye-bye. How do you tell your dog it's raining? We can't go for a W-A-L-K. Look at his face. How do I tell him? How do I explain?